The greatest linebackers become almost living legends as they patrol the field. Unquestioned leaders to their teammates, feared instruments of destruction to opponents.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help rise. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And made it sit there.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcons soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. This guy is sort of in danger of falling out of relevancy. 1-5 to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. This guy's ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Off-play action. Fowler. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Walker. able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes. To this point in the season, still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Ready? Rocco 80. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down to the 41. The Falcons at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, you know, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
After 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Third and 2. Operating from the gun. Fowler finds his receiver, Watson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fowler. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete once again to Watson. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Cowboy 80, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Fowler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Hey! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100.
70 Lions.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 3-yard line.
70.
Off play action. King. touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Fowler under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 2nd and 15. A short one there, caught by Warren.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Fowler. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. He'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Short throw caught by Pitts. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
19, Tiger, 9, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, King. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Slot man moves right. On first down, Stockton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Fowler. Left side, he finds Pierce. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Stockton. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. King. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go. Start. Go.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Liking 18.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7.
FFY7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Indy set to go on offense once more. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fowler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So the completion results there in 9 yards.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here's King, throwing to start the drive. He's got his man London right side.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go, check. Viking 18. Go.
Off play action. King. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake. King. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So you're saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's complete to Pierce. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's another Colts first down. A gain of 14.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Fowler. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
That's good for a Colts first down.
In motion comes the tight end left.
22-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Has his man, that's James. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 3-yard line.
2nd and 3. He's got it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Here we go.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and a yard. Looking to throw. King. He finds his man complete. That's Townsend. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy